This is PatientSource. PatientSource is an electronic medical record solution designed by clinicians. It works on tablets, it works through the web browser, meaning you can use it on-site, off-site. This is our list of patients. You can maintain multiple databases of patients and interface with many databases. You have the ability to search for your own patients and maintain an individual patient list. This is Mrs. Bacon. She's our test patient for today, an 82-year-old lady with high blood pressure, a bit of diet-controlled diabetes, but otherwise is in pretty good nick. The patient summary view also shows other pertinent information such as family history, social history, allergies, immunisation history. We can see a full timeline of the patient's attendances and admissions to hospitals, and this can work for both inpatients and outpatients, including visits to a GP surgery. The Case Notes module provides access to the full medical continuation records for a patient. It's laid out very much like you would find in a patient paper records folder. Crucially, we've got the ability to create attachments to any entry. You can even insert sketches based upon multiple medical diagrams. We have a library of over 100 medical diagrams, and clients can add their own as well. These can be annotated and form part of the medical records, just like sketching has been part of medical communication for over 150 years. Our Case Notes module supports pro formas. These are advanced forms that you as the client can design yourself, and they can consist of any fields you like. These aren't just simple straightforward pick list fields and text fields, but we've got more advanced fields which are medically suitable, such as diagnosis fields, which are powered with full coding systems such as ICD-10 and SNOMED. We save lots of time for doctors and nurses because wherever information is known to PatientSource, you can import it from other sections. Here, you can import investigation results into a case note, and that way you can minimise transcription errors. So in the case of a discharge letter, there's no need to copy out blood results and radiology reports. You can automatically import them. This is important for patient safety and saves enormous amounts of time. Prescriptions to take away can similarly be imported from inpatient drugs charts or from previous attendances and adjusted to suit the prescriber. Again, this reduces errors. Our Observations module allows you to track the patient's vitals as well as any unlimited number of parameters that you configure the chart with. It's got the ability to automatically calculate early warning scores, including the National Early Warning Score. And this doesn't just have to be for vitals, it can also be for other parameters like weight, body mass index, and trending over time. It's able to graph things as you would see on a paper observations chart, but with the power of a computerized intelligence beneath it. It's very easy to enter new data. We can either pull this automatically in from bedside monitors, or you can enter this from any device with a web browser, including tablets, so this information can be input at the bedside. Where there are values which are suggestive of a patient deterioration, alerts are raised, and these alerts can be escalated automatically until the patient has received the level of review they need. We have full e-prescribing capability, both for inpatient and outpatients, and as well as administration and issuing tracking. It's very easy to issue a medication, just like you would sign a box on a drugs chart. Simply indicate with a drop-down menu that you have signed for that. Prescribing is available to users who have got prescribing rights, and it is just like you would write in on a paper medications chart, but with the power of an electronic system checking everything you input. If we try to prescribe Tazocin, or Pip-Taz as it's known, we're told that the patient's allergic to one of the components, piperacillin, which is a penicillin. Similarly, interactions between medicines are flagged up. If we prescribe a dose of antibiotic this patient isn't allergic to, it highlights that there is an interaction with another medication that she's on, simvastatin. And you can configure the severity level before these alerts are shown, so you can be certain you're only showing alerts that actually genuinely matter, and that way you reduce alert fatigue. If we prescribe a medication which isn't contraindicated, it goes through, and it can be issued by a nurse as they would do if they were signing a signature box on a drugs chart. Our investigations module provides a full timeline of all investigations, including pathology and radiology. Any test can be tracked, whether it's pending or whether it's done, and any test result can be viewed by clicking through the list. Where you've got complicated results, such as resistance profiles, we're able to demonstrate those. And where you've got blood results, we can trend them over time in a graph automatically, so you can track things such as CRP counts for post-op patients. Similarly, you can view blood results in a grid, trending over time as well. It goes beyond simple textual results. We're able to demonstrate image with quick radiology viewers for reminders for physicians, and more advanced multi-slice viewers that again work through the web browser only. Booking tests is fully supported. Tests can be booked for inpatients and outpatients. There are configurable tabs that allow you to home in on tests that are of specific relevance or are particularly common, and any test bookings can be configured such that appropriate questions are asked of the requester. For example, if we book an MRI, we're asked whether the patient has got any foreign metallic bodies, or aneurysm clips, or pacemakers, which would otherwise be a contraindication. There are tens of different modules available. Our tracker module allows you to home in on certain types of appointments or certain types of patients as they go through a particular patient pathway. You can mark off as they progress through the pathway, and the milestones can be more than just simple attendances. They can be anything, such as receiving medication, having observations done, or having a pro forma filled out in the case notes. We support collaborative jobs lists, meaning that handover is seamless and you never lose a patient task. Here's an example of our multi-slice radiology viewer. It allows you to see CT scans, MRIs, without any external program, entirely through the web browser. However, it does work on everything, including desktops, laptops, smartphones, and tablets that you can take to the bedside. We have got a full reporting framework inside PatientSource, which allows you to take any data you've captured, cut it up and view it as charts. You can view this data in real time and have it automatically compiled into data reports in case you need to submit quarterly data to healthcare regulators. Here's an example of antibiotic usage trended over several quarters, and you can interact with the graphs and see, and you can correlate with other figures such as C. diff rates. So PatientSource is an electronic patient record solution designed by doctors and nurses for doctors and nurses. It runs through the web browser, which means you can use it on any device with a modern web browser in. It works for outpatients, inpatients and primary care patients, and is designed to ensure that patient care data is available anywhere, everywhere to authorised users.